Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. In today's video, we are going to dive into, I am calling it a first impression-ish video. We are going to dive into Dewey, which is a bookmarking tool, but this isn't truly a first impression because I tried to film a first impression and I had many issues with the application, which we will get back to, and I had to start the video all over again. So not a true first impression video, but still an interesting application that I wanted to cover. So we are going to jump into it. If you're new to the channel, in these first impression videos, I regularly do not test out the application. I just put it up on video and I talk about it as I go to tell you whether or not it is intuitive. So let's jump into the application and start with the pricing. So lately I haven't spent a lot of time on pricing, but I have to do that here because you have a free plan, that's okay. You have a pro plan, that's okay. A lifetime and also an export pass, which feels a little weird. And that is what we are going to get into. So um, on the free plan, you don't actually get to export things, so PDF, CSV media is not available on the free plan, which is annoying, but I can understand it because companies need to make money. But I am a big believer of the things I put into the application, they are mine and I should be able to take them with me. That has been what most applications do. Even on the free plan, you are allowed to export your things. But not the biggest issue. On the annual billing, this is 7.5 each month. If I turn off this annual billing, you can see that I'm not even able to export my stuff. When I'm paying $10 each month, I actually have to either pay for the yearly plan or I have to pay for a $50 export pass. So let's say I'm using this for 5 months for a specific project, just in theory. I have to pay $50 for those 5 months. Then I actually have to pay 50 more for an export pass, which feels really weird when there are other bookmarking tools out there that allow me to export my stuff. Like, this export pass really annoys me. And what's funny is that it is valid for 48 hours. So I can buy this and I have 48 hours to actually export my stuff when I am already paying $10 each month. This really annoys me. If I'm on the free plan, I get that you want to push people towards the paid plan. I also get that you want to push people towards a yearly plan. But most applications do that with this discount right here, so you save some money if you go for the yearly pro plan, but not allowing me to export or limiting features just in general when I don't want to pay the yearly price is annoying. But removing the ability to export my stuff, that is the biggest red flag in an application, to the point where I consider not doing the first impression. I think this is really annoying because I can't get my stuff out of here, so it is really hard to recommend this or use this. I have to actually pay for the yearly plan. And in my case, I often just go for the monthly plan and I use applications for a few months at the time. So it's really annoying to me. And the export pass is just really, really expensive. It is 5 months of this and even more of this. I won't do the math right now. There is a lifetime plan. I've talked about lifetime plans many times before. Um, so I won't go too deep into that, but generally I don't recommend lifetime plans. So I went ahead and I downloaded the Dewey web clipper right here. And there was one huge issue. I started using the web clipper, I opened up Notesnook, for example, and I clicked on the web clipper and I started using that web clipper. Um, the problem is that in order to use the web clipper, you have to jump into your settings. You have to go into Connect. And actually have to allow this. So you have to go in here and you have to press allow for it to use the web clipper, which feels really unintuitive to me. I might just be angry with because of the pricing, but it feels really unintuitive to me. If I download the web clipper, it is because I want to use said web clipper. I don't want to download the web clipper and then find out that I have to go into my settings to allow the web clipper, which I just downloaded. That feels a little weird to me. There might be reasons why, but to me, that is really, really unintuitive. You can also add things like X, Blue Sky, LinkedIn, uh, TikTok, Truth, Reddit, Instagram. So you can add all of these in order to get your bookmarks from these applications. I actually think that like doing X bookmarks and Instagram bookmarks is smart because those are terrible inside of the application. There are integrations here as well. That allows you to automatically sync different stuff. So send bookmarks to Google Sheet, automatically sync to Notion. These are on the Pro plan. There is also one other thing. So I'm currently on an 8-day free trial. It says so right here. 8-day left in trial. Um, but I can't actually use these things right here because it says this feature is only available for subscribed users. Like, why would you have a paid or a free trial with limits? Um, it might just be that like I don't have anything in here, so we can test that out. Let's just go ahead and add something. If I click this, what happens? Can I add something? So now I've allowed it. So this should be able to add something in here. It doesn't. Let me try this instead. Let's right click and add to Dewey. How do you actually bookmark the whole page? That I haven't figured out yet. But at least I have been able to add this. Let's try to reload it and see if it works. Still doesn't work. Let's try it one more time. Add to Dewey. Now it works. You can add additional context. I actually like this. A lot of web clippers does this, allow you to add additional context. Let's go back in here. So here you have it. And it is currently, let's try to reload the page because it still says 0. Can I click it? I can click the view button and then I can open it up like this. What happens if I press the view? What happens if I press the edit? So here I can add a note, I can change the folder, I can change the tags. I actually like how they've set this up. I can archive this, I can have more actions, so I can export to PDF, export to Markdown, export media, because I'm currently on the trial. Let's just test out the export. Export media. Export limited to annual subscription, so I can't actually export it. I can't even export individual things on the paid plan. That is also like super annoying. Like back to the pricing one more time because I'm really annoyed at this. I like I can get to a certain extent, like if I really try, that you want to push people towards the yearly plan, and therefore you don't allow them to export everything, but you allow them to have some sort of manual exporting of things. I can get that, but I can't even export a single thing unless I pay $50. Really annoying. So here I can go ahead and I can move it. Let's just move it to a folder. So I have something called test folder. Let's put it into my test folder. So you have it in your folder right here. Let's try to clip some more stuff. Let's try this as well. Add to Dewey. Let's just X this out, go back, see if we can find it. Here you have it. I really don't like the purple like lines. Let's see if we can view it. Like I don't really like this at all, especially because it doesn't cover everything. Um, but not the biggest issue. It is just something that annoys me. I would like it a little bit more if I could change the color. So let's click edit. Let's add a tag. Let's add test one tag to this. Can I now add the tag? Let's just add the AI suggested tag called data privacy. Let's add another one. So this is an AI suggested tag. That is actually something I like. So that seems to remove the purple stuff. Let's try to open it up. No, it is still here. Let's just move this to the test folder as well. Move to test folder. What is the downloads button? So it seems like I can, I'm not sure what this is. Let's press download. So it seems like I can actually export that one thing. It says that I can't. Let me just go ahead and open up that zip file. It says that I can't, but it seems like I am able to. Let's open this up. Uh, nope. Can't actually get it in a readable format, it looks like. So this is the file right here. Doesn't seem like I can get it in a readable format. So exporting doesn't seem to work. It says so here. So you have something called downloads, which allows you to download stuff. Let's go ahead and delete this. Let's see if I try to export this. Let's just add a note first. So the notes are more like comments, doesn't have any markdown. But if I wanted to like download this, export it to markdown, again, I get this to export, switch to the annual subscription. One last thing before I end this video. It isn't clear to me how I manually add things. Like, how do I add something into this application? How do I do that? It isn't really intuitive to me. I think the design of this application is really good, but I am so annoyed with the pricing that it feels really hard to like say good things about the application. But like the design is really good. I like this feed style view. That is something I really enjoy. I like how the images look. I like the ability to like click them and see them. I would love if I could see just the image in full screen. But generally, I think the colors, the way it looks, is really good. I really like the idea of like having the ability to connect your different social medias. That is amazing. That is something I think more applications should do. Um, I like the integrations as well. So automatically syncing to Notion or to Google Sheet. That helps with the exporting because I can just move it somewhere else. But that is also only available on the yearly plan. But I like the idea of having your social accounts connected to this. And the extension also is okay. It allows me to add notes, which I really like. But generally, I'm not the biggest fan of the application just because this is a huge red flag in my eyes. And I know that other people will be annoyed with it as well. Um, but apart from like if they would just fix the pricing, I think this application could be a really good choice and maybe do make it a little more intuitive so I can like manually add a note or something. That would be great. Because like some people like myself, we like to use bookmarking tools as like productivity tools, all-in-one productivity tools, because you just want to put things into there. And that is what I like to do with a lot of applications. I'm currently using Pocket and SpaceDuck, and this application has been around for a little while now. It isn't really new, but it is one of the newer applications. But I would really like them to fix the pricing. So at least for a year or so, it has been around. So I would really like them to fix some of the stuff here. Just yeah, especially the pricing. I think that covers it for today's video. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today's video.